So I just gonna give you like a what last couple of days. So I'm gonna give you like the flip the camera. So I'm gonna slide right over to my other part where I do all my videos. This is kind of like a little behind the scenes. I set up a green screen, and then so I actually myself like so, and then I sit down and I sit and I talk with you for a little bit. And so what has happened is I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you about some cool things today. So welcome all to my channel. Welcome all to my area. Right now I'm actually there's a video of how I made those characters. I'm actually uploading it to my computer right now, so you can actually where I'm at right now. I'm actually just in my kitchen, and I just had some art right here. So I've been working on three sculptures, and then also we went to the Hall of Science today. And in the Hall of Science, I was working on the penguin, and also I was working on the dog sculptures. And so there's a dog, and then there's a fox, and just pretty much I have my tape, and I'm just in the process of just doing that. Right now, I'm just kind of like also working on my art here to make sure I get all my stuff done. So I'm doing downloading information from my camera. So I have a camera. It's a digital camera. It's this one. This camera here. This is my digital camera. It's a Hitachi DVD, and I've had this camera for like a long time. And so what happens, this one here, I've used an old software, an old tech, and it's digital, old digital tech, like when I first came out back in like 2000 and I guess 2009 or so, or before that. But this is the one when I used to do wedding videos. This is the kind of camera I would use. And so this is the camera I do all my footage, my videotapes when I go to like a event, like a body painting or an art event. These are the ones I use to explain and to show my work. So what happens here, I have another to download, two more things, because I'm gonna go ahead and empty this camera. So this camera is being emptied right now. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like, what it empties that. Let me just go ahead and show you this real quick. I'm gonna import it into there. Import. Okay, I'm gonna show you what that looks like. I'm just gonna flip the camera for you guys to see. This is this machine here into my computer. Doing that, it's going to go ahead and upload it into this zone right there. So I'm using an image mixer 3. That's one I use. And the image mixer 3, I'm able to actually upload my art. This is videos and stuff like that. So when I have like a plethora of videos, all the different ones I've been working on through time, I'm able to go through back in time with different videos, and this is what I use to edit my software. I also use Blender, so I'm going to find Blender for you guys to see. Let's move this over for a second. Let's see, I'm gonna move over for a second. I have Blender software. My Blender, where are you? Blender animation. Let's see, I gotta look real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna look over here, and I have a tank I made for types, so I'm gonna go to that right there, and let's see, I'll just go for that one. So I use Blender. I use Blender itself to edit my software. And how I use Blender is Blender. I just use it to make my rings, which I don't have any rings with me right now, but I have this. This is something I printed from Blender. It's kind of like a one of the like a stencil. I made a stencil out of Blender, as well as some other things. So right here, this is Blender. I think Blender 2 point something. I'm not sure which version of Blender this one is. Looks like a higher end one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some of my recent ones in the art class. Shorter videos, paint a mannequin. I'll do the paint a mannequin one. Maybe that might be a cool one to see. Okay, so here, whenever I go to edit my stuff in Blender, I use I line up all my art and stuff like that. So for example, if I have my work that I'm doing, I'm able to actually go ahead and show you some of the cool stuff that I'm doing, and then this time lapse. So I record it on my camera. The camera's right now downloading, and then what I do is I organize it with Blender. I put the titles, for example, I put the name. Here's like the name of that one, and then just the name of this one when I click on it, right? And the name of this one when I click on that, right? So all the different information. And then also for like the speed, I can control the speed. And there also, I can also go into this one and control different ones here. So I use Blender itself, and I know exactly how long it's going to be, how many minutes it's going to be when I do a video. And so when I do the video, I'm able to upload this to I use this to my OBS. And then I have there, so I can actually make an actual video. And I have my little Diplocalus guy at the end of my videos. So you can actually see he goes and he gets up and he leaves. But I made him using the same Blender software. So there he is like that. And as well as in the beginning as well too. So you have that in the very beginning. I'm gonna bring it up so you can see it. And it's like it's right there. So right there, and you have that, and it goes forward, and like that. So I do all my editing, and I show in time lapse how it is, and working on a sculpture is one of those. I have some with the body paint ones, but pretty much I'm just going to show you this one here for now. This is like a sculpture that I did, and I did a time lapse. It's just showing time lapse how quick it is. But this took a long time. I had to squeeze it down. So when you let it just play, it goes really quick. I can show you guys like make something right now. See, quick. I could actually show you. I'm gonna open a new general. Yeah, don't save. I'm gonna put here. Don't save. I don't want to mess with that. So this is Blender. When you have Blender, when it comes to the, I remember the very first time I looked at Blender itself. Blender's animation software, open source. And what happens is that they keep giving you upgrades every so often. They have an upgrade. They don't keep giving you, but they give you an upgrade to kind of upgrade to the next level or upgrade to the next challenge or next layer or whatever it is. Right now, I don't know where it's up to. I think it's up to 4.0 or something like that. I'm not sure. I kind of stopped. I started doing a lot of my own animation and design with. I work with 2.79 a lot when I just go to make something. So when I want to make like a creature or a character or something, what happens is that I can just open a recent or something, and then from there I'm able to make something. So let's say, for example, Diplocaulus. Like for example, Dash No More. Right? Let's go Dash 1. Dash No More. This here is Dash No More. This is when I was I stopped doing dashing, like that. Started doing DoorDash. So here's when I have Dash No More. Here's all the details to that. Here you have like all the basis of that. So I made this character. This is my new Deli. What he is like he's pretty much a hammerhead salamander. I put also Pearl there, so Pearl is also a hammerhead salamander there too as well. And then you have this is a garbage can, right? So what I'm gonna show you the progress. Let me take this off my lap real quick and show you the progress. I'm trying to hold the camera and then kind of just just have it there where you can see some of the stuff. So this is this is a scorpion tail. And this is the way, and it's also this is my lost connection when I did that. So I won't mess with your harmonic. These are all the stuff that I made. I'm just using the mouse right now. I'm not gonna do too many things. But this is my car. This car was an asset I used from before, an asset I had when I used to have I had a dinosaur with it. And I have a dinosaur animation of him. Well, not this one, but it's another one. But this is a flying car. This flying car is called Extreme. This here is a deli. All right, this here is deli, and let's see. I could just show you. I'm gonna have to let my hands free because I have to have let's see, where am I? There's that one. Okay, anyway, so I'm just gonna show you some of the animation. If the animation is already rendered, I don't have to do much except the render button to view. There he goes. And when that happens, he jumps backwards and he jumps into. He's carrying the phone. So what happens? He goes back and he does the flip and he flips away and he flies away. And that's pretty fast. But I'll show you what it looks like when it looks. I'm gonna put it from camera view real quick so you can actually see from the camera view. So this is the camera view from where the camera looks like, right? And I'm just gonna go scroll ahead with it, right? So as it scrolls, you're gonna see the animation do the animation thing. I'm gonna see if I can just home it in real quick so it's all like balanced. All right, cool. There it goes. Now you're gonna see this animation just pretty much how it is, just behind the scenes with the scrolling of it. As you can see, he has bones inside of him. Bones being like armature, and there he's walking. It's not with all the cool fine details. You can see that there. It's a Dash No More. Right now I'm gonna show you slow how it works. It's like it goes so fast. He has a pizza there, and then when he jumps up, he kicks the pizza and the app into the. You see what I can do to actually fix it? I can actually the key. So what happens? You just go there and you Dash No More. So sign up your friends app and get $9 million. It says no, you won't, but we will. And that's pretty much the whole thing regarding that. If we go backwards again, so there he is. He's carrying this deli, carrying the box of pizza. Yeah, I had to program all the different things. So it's like when you do it fast, it's like you just can't see it fast, right? And there's a bag of food. Dash No More pops up. You have that had to be made. So yeah, everything you see here is something I had to kind of create. I reused some of my assets from different things, but you can see his he does a backflip. He does a really cool reversal. Away with Pearl. Alright, so flies away with Pearl. To bring it back, I'll look it back in. There you have that. A little faster. Go there. And kicks back there. Yep, and he kicks it. Hits it with a tail. He tail whips it. He goes like that. Flings up in the air. Tail whips it into the garbage. Alright. Then he goes forward. Does a little head bob thing. Because lizards like to do. and he goes right back and he flies away. And then it kind of zooms in on Dash No More. Sign up your friends to the app and get $1 million. No, won't, but we will, because they have an endless supply of people. I like the one when he had to do delivery into the opera house. And you can see, so this is something here. You can actually get Blender. I actually class to do Blender, and it was on Blender that I learned. It led me from Blender to masking tape, and from the masking tape, I use Blender so often, just kind of start again. So let me see if I can find another video for you guys. It's just kind of like a little thing for you to see. 300,000 out of the zone. Okay, this one's pretty cool. I like this one because it's like all there. I like this one was because what happens is that, you know, I had to make all that. So yeah, I had to construct a lizard like amphibian type thing. He can actually crawl, high heat. But for the most part, what happens is like he's a volcano city for the tip. Make sure it's hot. So I put this song when you first look at it, his thing to land. Watch this, right? I changed the colors, right? The colors in there, and the colors is blue to show how cool it is inside the car. But then he has to kind of like, you know, switch up his blue and put his heat suit on. That when he goes outside, the stuff is going up. So you have that there. He climbs the thing. He goes and delivers his food to the people, pizza, and like make sure it's hot. And as you're doing that, like an error. That's one of the keyframes. Sometimes they merge. I think it's something to do with the numbers. But here's the lava coming at him, and he's just running. And the lava's coming, and he can fly, you know, or like glide. So Dilly can glide, and he's not just a, what do you call it? Just a. Just long story short, here's by the fire, right? By the lava, and the lava is engulfing the whole thing. He's flying away. And there he's leaving, and then you go close up. We're gonna do a close up of what's inside. And you get a chance to read it, because I know sometimes it goes too fast. You can't really read it, but here it goes. Reply. Customer couldn't reply for questioning. Why? Because it was boiled to death. You know, because it boiled to death, and to the part where it's like, okay, this is the thing with that, you know, and it has that whole part there with this. Let me just zoom in real quick. With that, the Dash No More sequence that I showed you before. But this is all the assets that take to make it. So all of this, right? You have that. This here, I had to make the whole thing. This here, all the stuff with the going to the volcano, right? All that had to be created. All that had to be made. All that had to be done. All this, and then not only that, you also have the other side, which is like flying into active volcano. Right, and there's like, here's some stuff I had to kind of like merge it and stuff too as well. See, this is about merging and just doing stuff. So yeah, so not only do you know, I do editing as well, but for the most part though, I use Blender as my main editing function. So when I go wear my hat, or my, what do you call, my hypoxia mask, that's when it's like pretty much just like I'm there telling something about like something that's like, you know, either real or real difficult to talk about. But for the most part though, this is just like all the different things happening. So I have that there on the side, and then all the different details like that. So you have, here it is like that. These are just a lot of extra pieces. All my stuff is done in the kitchen. I don't think I can move it. It's beyond the 0 point, so I can't even go back in time. Yeah, I can't. Once you hit 0, you can't go further back. So these are just like some of the scenes I had there from before. I had to kind of like just I'm going to show you another installment, just another video. I can't really move. Well, you know, I probably could have to select all and slide everything. So let's see. So all. Let's go ahead and slide everybody over to the side a little bit. Yeah, let's do this. All right, let's see right here. So you'll be able to see it, but okay. So here's that. No, can't see it. No. No. Only thing I have that changes this one. Okay, right here. This is when I'm flying over the city. This is over flying over the city part. Oh goodness. Okay, let's see right here. So you can get it real quick. Mentally butcher this. Alright, I see. There's just all different things here. So you just slide it over. Pretty much see that works. Delivery. I'm just gonna go back in time a little bit. So here's where it's like the deliver for the. No, I'll go forward with it. Just kind of go forward where he gets a ticket on his car. Yeah, there's just a jump out. It reminds me, I have to check to see if the thing finished uploading. And it did finish uploading. Okay, this finished uploading. So all my screenshots from my video is finished uploading. Okay, well, this is where he gets like totally robbed by I'm just gonna show you some some videos that I edited. Pretty much, we've been all the algorithms that we gave it has been showing the machines how to deliver food. And they realize that us delivering food have been like too easy for them or whatever. So I'm just gonna zoom the camera in a little bit so you can see more. Right, there's that. And so they've been just training the AI to replace us. So you have this here, and the AI is able to do what we can't do, which is never get tired. Yes, this is a situation there where you have that this here, and he's gonna go ahead and have this little robot. Zoom if you can see it. I'm just gonna zoom it a little better. Okay, this is the robot right there. Right, see the robot, right? And the robot is gonna be like, he's gonna go ahead and do this thing where it's like it's gonna open up. This is a robot. This is also another asset I used from Dinosaur Candidates, and it was on my Dinosaur Candidates storyline with the dinosaurs, and this is one it's called a Ginger Snap robot, right? And a Ginger Snap robot has tractor beams and things like that as well. And so with that, it's able to do like in this case, it's going to go ahead and just do the pizza delivery. So it's one robot carrying another robot. Probably wondering, hey, pizza's going to be like totally messed up, but robots don't care about that kind of thing. They're going to do their job. Right, so you have that, and then so happens you have this where I gotta just kind of zoom out. I just forgot that whole part. I might just go back and just show you a little bit more of that. Let me just see. Go back a little bit so you can see that again. So you have that there, just kind of that. I said, hello, Chucky. All right, so here's that, and so like this, you have this, and you have that. So there you have the situation there. It's going to put it there, and the robot is turning to fly with the pizza delivery. And so, yeah, it's gonna go do its pizza delivery thing. You have that. There you go. There's going. And then so pretty much that's like, that's the drone delivery system that's out there. And he's like, what the? So he just lost his pizza to a robot. So then pretty much he's just like, okay, well, maybe there's something else, maybe there's something else going on. So yeah, that situation there. So he's kind of like, okay, well, oh look, a bigger pizza delivery. All right, that's gonna be great. So what ends up happening is the same pizza delivery. I know pretty much the robot comes back again, and this time it's like it does this thing where it kind of comes in and takes all the pizza, because it like got the call, came and got this pizza. But I want you to know that this was very difficult, by the way, to actually do, because you have the let's see, I'm sorry, this is my so what happens is this is the robots. It's going there, and it's gonna take this pizza, and he's gonna go. So he's I'm not gonna be beaten like this. You can't beat me like this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna follow you. So here is he's like looking at that, and he's just kind of shocked the fact that happened. This is like him repairing the car. I have another part where he actually follows him, and I have it somewhere. I think it's in there, but this is him just repairing the car, because that's kind of what it's like whenever you have your car repair stuff. You have your vehicle, and you have to spend time just working on it. So I did a lot of like that with the delivery and food repairs and stuff like that. So yeah, constantly having to work on your car, constantly have to repair it, constantly have to make sure it works. You have some weird green gas coming out of your car, not sure what it is, and that's pretty much how it is being a car person or being a food delivery person. That's why I haven't done food delivery in a long time. Last time I did like any food delivery for Rody, it was like let's see, I don't know what you're saying, La Chucky. But okay, I don't speak Spanish that well. My Spanish is kind of, I have to work on it. Here, okay. So anyway, so what happens is like this is the thing. It says schedule waiting for order. Estimated wait time 500 minutes, right? That's how it was back in the day. And area is super busy, no orders available. Continue to wait for 10 hours, except, and there he goes. Except, that's how we did it. That's how we did. We would accept. We would be patiently waiting, right? And then we might get an order, might not, and then we'd get an order, and it says waiting for order for hours. You're sitting there. I remember when I started doing that, it was one of those things where I just started to wait for like ever, right? And I was just kind of sitting there waiting, and I didn't get an order for like, I remember the time I actually made, if you guys have been following me for a while, there was a time I actually started making like some sculptures in the car, and so pretty much what happens is like it's like here's one to Volcano City, that kind of goes before the one before Volcano City, and also Tollbooth City. So Tollbooth City one, I think he goes to Tollbooth City first. So he goes to his car, the hood goes up, you know, he's able to go there, but it's like right here, I'm gonna show you the hood going up. Cause see, there's he has to kind of squat down, right? And as he squats down, the roof, the hood comes up. Yeah, there you go. See that? So let's just show you again. I think that's so cool. See, this is what I used to do with Blender all the time. Just kind of show people how I did stuff with Blender. But now it's like it's much better, um, much better that it's like, you know, using the animation. There's a lot of downtime right there. Okay, here's he going to Volcano City, and the other one where he goes to, he went to there's another city he went to. I can't find it right now, unfortunately. So yeah, I can't find it. But this is like the delivery stuff. This is like, you know, my gremlin, my Greglin Gina. This is Greglin Gina, and this is some of the cool stuff there. Just some of the artwork there. Just kind of here. Oh, don't he have his volcano suit? Right there, I had a volcano suit. So I'm just kind of showing you some behind the scenes of like the stuff that I was doing. This is like how it is. I'm gonna flip the screen back to me now, so you can see. This is like pretty much this is me and some of the stuff that I've worked on regarding like my Blender animation work. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do that one. Take it back to the mannequin one. And no, I'm not gonna save it. Don't save. Back to doing the mannequin one again. I'm just gonna show you that one. A little easier to see. Okay, this is here. I'm gonna make it bigger so you can actually see it. This is the painting the mannequin, just exactly really well. Because it happened just like kind of a practice. I don't understand what you're saying. Please, LeChucky, por favor, yo hablo español, yo hablo español. I got to translate what you're saying. I mean, I know a little bit. I don't know all of what you're saying, but for the most part, I'm trying my best to try to my focus on what I'm trying to say. But long story short, that's kind of the scenario there, you know. Anyway, so my friend, if you could say it in English, that'd be great. I'm gonna flip the camera again. I'm gonna show you some more of the work that we're doing. So this is me again, and just gonna show you just more of the work. I'm gonna put this thing back up here, and this is some more of the work. So the work that's actually we're working on right now. These are some of the sculptures. But as I was talking about before, these are sculptures that are commissioned for people, and just pretty much one of those things where I have to just put it back up there so I can just let's see, show you the cool work that's being done. Let me just put the camera right here real quick for a little bit. And get the screen up. Okay, so here's the box for a customer. This also is a dog that I'm making for a customer right here, and it's like pretty much I just finished it. I had to put the seal on it. And then also here is the penguin that I was working on today. Today I was working on this penguin. I was able to make this while we were walking at the Hall of Science. And so I made a video as we were walking in the Hall of Science about some of the stuff that we were doing. And so for the most part, though, this is kind of like my little workstation here with my camera set up. So this is where I have my camera set up. And I prop the camera here so you can see the work down there. So on my members channel, you can see me put together how I do all this stuff. So all the details on that. So this is where I do when I do the work that I do. And so yes, I also have eyeballs that I make too, by the way. Here's some eyeballs. Here's a nice cool eyeball. Makes eyeball. I'm gonna put this here on the wolf. You're gonna have this eye on the wolf. Yes, and I'm gonna install. You're gonna see this is gonna be all. You can see it real quick. It's one eye, but it's. So you have that. I'm gonna go ahead and install this on the that one, and then so pretty much it's gonna matter of just kind of putting it all together. Is what I'm gonna be doing soon. So I'm just giving you like a real rundown of what happened last couple days. Last couple days, I remember one day we had I was teaching. I taught like a bunch of kids at the homeschool meeting, and we were able to do a whole bunch of stuff where I sat down with them and I shared with them how to do some stuff. So I wear my cool Human Connection art shirt. So this is my friend. Shout out to my friend Andy Golub. It so happens that there's on Tuesday there was a Guggenheim Museum, and we were there. I got a chance to present some of my art there, and I was able to talk to my friend as well as to make some sales there. That was great. And I also talked with some of the models because I'm going to be putting together some artwork too. So I'm going to be designing some people, and so I have this is my tape that I'm soon going to be working on that because I'm just like waiting for the paint and the seal on this one to finish to dry up so I can actually start working on the next one, because I want to see if I can deliver this to the customer tomorrow, because tomorrow is when we're going to do another night market or event in the park, art in the park, and then also we're going to be like working on. So if I can get these 2 sculptures done tonight, these sculptures here, we get them painted, then I'm going to go ahead and onto next one. So that was Tuesday, we did the Guggenheim. Wednesday, I stayed home and worked on these sculptures here. So these took a couple days to make. Thursday, I went to visit a really cool place over in Brooklyn, and we got a chance to meet some really cool people, and I did some more art as well, and I was able to sell 2 pieces of art. Next one is today. So today we went to the Hall of Science, and in the Hall of Science I was able to make some stuff. And the stuff I made was the penguin, as you can see, the penguin, and I finished up the wolf dog here, right? So I'm gonna go give it the colors and the dimensions, and it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really nice when it's all completed. But for the most part, though, you have that where it's like we have that where it's like pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and get that completed and done. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring it back to my other side, where I'm just gonna go ahead and put you here back in this location here, so you can actually have it where I can focus the camera a little bit better. I'm gonna also open some so you can actually have that opportunity there as well. So this is my studio. I'm sweating because it's like when you work you sweat, so that's what happens. I'm working. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of talk to you about some stuff as I'm like getting stuff ready. So I'm going to close out this thing here on my Blender. Don't save. Okay, this is here with that one. Alright, this here, I'm going to close this video out. And I think this one's saved. Did it save? It all saved. Okay, so cool. So I can shut off my camera now. My camera that's thing. So now I can actually take this camera and I can empty of all the content of it, which is like, I'll show you how I do that too, by the way. That's pretty cool. Alright, okay, disconnect. Alright, so this is my video camera. This is the Hitachi, how it works, right? That's how it is. And so, lens cap. I don't know what lens cap is right now, but let me show you how I do this. I'll show you this way, I guess. This one. So this is here when I have the camera. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one-handed. I'm gonna have to do it like this, put it on my lap, and see if I can balance this, and just kind of show you. These 2 legs. Okay, this is what happens here, right? This here, you have this here is the lens and the camera. And what I do to actually get rid of the stuff, or to get free of it, there's this thing called this navigation. And this navigation, this. So you have all the different videos, right? Different videos that I was able to work on it, but you get the darkness of it. So all the different, this camera is really cool. It's a Hitachi. And I've had this camera for I have 3 of these, by the way. So when I do like a video or I do multiple videos, I'm able to like get various scenes and equations and things like that. So here it is. It's like that. So you can actually, this is like the different things you can actually see. Let me see. I could just, all right. So here's this. And then what you do is that you're able to scroll. I have to just kind of touch the screen a little bit, make sure it gets like darkened or something. You could do that. You can't really adjust, unfortunately. But here it goes. This is what happens. I can actually scroll through with pushing this button. I can use that button to actually scroll through and change the settings on it, right? I'll put the camera back up here. So you're able to like just kind of take it and you can actually manipulate the just delete the stuff that you don't want to use. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm gonna, right, so this is how I make space. I go back and all the videos that I made copies of, this is how I actually clear my camera so that when I could just kind of keep going. This has an internal like hard drive, right? It's an internal hard drive built in. And so I'm able to take all the selection of all the art that I did, right? And then I'm able to delete it, right? And then I select it, select, and select. So these are all selected. So all these ones here are selected. You can see they're selected, right? So when I go to put the delete button menu, you go to delete, edit, and combined, delete. Alright, this is goes to delete, so it's a different function, it has a different colors there. See, I don't know if you can really see it, but what happens when you go to delete it, you push the delete button, it goes, are you sure you want to delete these 13 scenes? And you go, yes. Are you sure you want to delete these 13 scenes? And you say, yes, I want to delete them. And you push this button to delete it, and it goes, deleting. So it's deleting, it's deleting, it's deleting, it's deleting. And that means that your stuff is now gone. Deleted, that's gone. And so now all the artwork that I did, all the stuff that I put on there, is all completely gone. There's no more. Right, so now I have space. Now it gives me 1 hour, gives me 1 hour and 31 minutes, Alright, an hour and 31 minutes of video, so I can actually go back and start recording more of my art. So when I go to paint these things, I can actually have like the details of how I paint them. And you can see all that stuff on the members channel, because I'm going to put everything on the members channel. My member channel is, you can either follow me on Patreon or follow me on my member channel. You can see all the cool stuff that I'm doing. So in the meantime though, it's a matter of, this is a cool camera. It's a very cool camera. I added this widescreen lens to it. The other ones that I have with it, it's just like, it's not there. It's not available right now. It's somewhere in the mix. It's one of my bags over there. Anyway, so what happens is like, this is the camera I use whenever I go to like events and stuff like that. So you can see it's a really cool camera. Made a nice wide lens and stuff like that too. So you have that lens, and you're able to like use this to go on and on and on. So this kind of battery uses. These batteries are rechargeable, and so most batteries are rechargeable. But this is a better camera for me than my using my cell phone. The reason why I use my cell phone takes up all the space. This one I could just kind of like take it, download it, and then clear it again, and that makes it much better, because when you do that, you actually have a better situation where you're not like overwhelming your systems, because you use your phone for everything. You have the space you have in your phone is not being gone, and I've been low on my phone lately anyway. My phone's just out of space. I gotta go ahead and just dump everything. I've been dumping stuff, but it's like, sometimes I'm doing like content making, and you have that situation where you're kind of like in the process of that, and you don't want to just kind of like have it where you have no content on your phone because you're kind of using that. So anyway, so if you guys have any questions, please definitely ask me any questions. I'd love to answer any questions for you. I'm gonna stay for a little bit longer. I'm not gonna stay too long tonight because I got more work to finish. I got 2 more sculptures to kind of work on, and I got to make videos for that. So it's a constant, it's a balance of spinning plates. It's just a matter of like, okay, I have to film it and then record it, then I got to edit it, and then got to, not so much edit, but just kind of download it and let it go. And so I hope to upload some more pictures for you later. Pictures and videos, but you can definitely see some of the stuff I'm working on Instagram. So if you look me up on Instagram, you'll see some of my stuff. My Instagram is One Life Must Art, but definitely anything you guys can contribute. Tomorrow's my anniversary. My wife and I's 22nd anniversary. We've been married for 22 years, 2002, and that's June 22nd. So 22. So that's going to be cool. So definitely we're going to be working tomorrow. So because we have to do the we have those bills to pay, and hopefully, if we get a couple of good super chats here and there, from some people who are willing to just kind of contribute $1 or $5, $10, we'd have a really good time, tomorrow. But if not, then I understand. In time, I gotta prove my worth to you guys that I'm bringing you good content. So in the meantime, though, so I'm gonna start working on some artwork right now. Yeah. So okay, what I'm gonna do is I think I might just I can start working on the people if you want me to show you how to do that. Or I can just wait for the ink to dry. I'm gonna work on one or two of the people. Okay, it's just basic form, so you guys can see that I'm actually able to do this. So I'll make the basic person just get into the rhyme and reason of that. So pretty much masking tape, how it works. It's like there's 2 sides of masking tape. There's a non-sticky side, and then there's a sticky side, right? The hardest thing for people is when they tear it. That's the hardest part. This part here that I do so easily, people actually struggle with that. And so I'm able to make it into 1 piece of masking tape into 4 pieces of masking tape, right? 4 pieces of masking tape, because what happens is that they're all equal sizes, all from one thing. And from there, you're able to do a lot of wonderful things. So first and foremost, I'm going to make a person. So I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. Yep. I'm going to tear another piece, right? And I'm going to start making the head, right? The head of the person. Because, the head of the person is what really determines the size of everything. So if you can determine the head, you can actually, make the whole body. So, without giving away all my trade secrets, but then again, someone said I could actually do that. Nobody will ever catch all of it because, someone said, I was listening to a guy speaking tonight. He said that, you can tell everybody everything and they won't catch it, because what happens is that you still have more inside your head that people can never figure out. Because, one, it's like, I was teaching last night at the place I went to a person's home. And the person's home, when I went there, it was like, I always have a couple of things that I do. I set up my table with my art, right? I set up my table with my art, and then what I do is that as I'm there setting the table, I'm trying to talk to people and trying to figure out what's the best way to have the position of a table, because every time we go to a location, it's different. Like, for example, when we were at a museum, the Latimer House, we had a new location, so we had to kind of figure out how we set it up. So then when we went to the Guggenheim, outside the Guggenheim, we had to set up our table a different way there too. So when we went to this person's home, we had to set up a different setup as well. And I had lights, and my lights were good, which reminds me, I got to empty my package of stuff that I have. All my creatures are in the containers, and I haven't taken them out yet. But I had to put them back in the container because tomorrow we gotta ship everything to the let's see, we have the thing where it's like pretty much you have it where you know, you have it where the situation is I'm process of like having to unpack my stuff and then put it back in a container, and then from there having to you know, put it back in. So I'm just rambling. For the most part, when you go to a location, I do stuff. I have to set up a thing. So I either set up a class to teach, or I set up a place where people actually can have a checklist, so it can give me like a commission for me to work on. So they give me a commission, I can do it on the spot. So it's kind of like, you know, it's very versatile. The kind of stuff that we do is very versatile. It's one of those things where you're not sure exactly where you're going to be or what you're going to do. So you have to kind of, ow. You want to see it? This is the nail. See this right here? This is where you break your nail. Yeah, this is not good. You see that right there? This is where you hurt the nail, right? You see that? That's where you kind of tear your nail off, but you don't completely tear it off. Down there by that, right there. You see it? You see that pain? It's painful. So, take a piece of tape. Gotta wrap that little sucker up and put it right there, so nobody else hurts that. Oh, yeah. So gotta put it there. So this pinky is now protected. Okay. So he goes that. So he goes, right? So what happens is, the situation is this: you have this here, so I'm making this person, and I won't get my fingernail in it. So, long story short, what ends up happening is, I set up my table, and when I just set up a table, we set up for class to teach, or we set up for sculpture to make, or we do a presentation of our art. So it's kind of like a five-sided. Is it five-sided? I think it's probably three. So that one is the class we teach. We might teach class. 2, we have art to present, the art that we already made. 3, we can do on the spot, right? On the spot, right there. Or 4, we can do a commission, which is many days. So it's 4. And then 5, I'll figure out 5 soon enough. Okay. You can go ahead and get something. Go ahead, something, my son. So you can go ahead and get something. Yeah, it's right there. You just take the fork, and then it's all done. Hit cancel, yeah. So I'm just gonna cook some chicken patties because we're in the kitchen. So, all right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this person like to the base, right? And I'm gonna have to cut it off because, you know, I got people in this house that want to eat some midnight snacks. Yes. So anyway, so midnight snacks. Because see, we're a different time, you know. Because what happened, we are on different time because when we are we do our stuff during the daytime and we sleep during the day or at night. But tomorrow they're going to be out all day, so it's going to be one of those things. So here's the scenario. There you have this person here. You got this person. You got the hands. And you got the feet. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add some more to that, because here it is, a cool thing about it. We're going to add some legs, right? And you know, your legs don't connect at the bottom, by the way. You're not like a stick figure. You're not a stick figure, my friends. You connect at your hips, and your hips come up the side of your bottom, I guess. Your hips, bottom. If you were to follow your torso, it ends at your private parts. But your legs come out the side of your hips. So it's kind of like a little, you know, if you're a lady. But if you're a guy, you're kind of like, and then your hips pop out. You got hips pop out, right? So that's what happens if you're making a guy, your hips kind of pop out. If you're making a girl, you know, kind of goes in a little bit. But there you have your hips. You got your hips, right? Baby making hips. Right, you got that. And you also have, you have this here. You have this here. It's almost a person. It's going to be a pretty big person, because I have to make 2 of these, because what happens is this, right? When you're making this goes, okay, so what I did was this, I talked to some of the people who are painted, right? And I can't tell you all my trade secrets, but I'll tell you something. So I'm going to make one of them 2 of them that's going to be painted, right? So here am I doing this, but I can't get into all the details here because, you know, for one, it's like, you know, there's certain things can be monetized, certain things can't be monetized, and so they kind of go out their way to make sure that you don't monetize certain things on YouTube. So that's one of the things. But on the other side, though, I do have a monetization channel, and again, for all you guys who are watching, just please give me a thumbs up. I just totally appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, as well as if you were to send a little something. You know, you can do that. Please, you know, please do, because, you know, sometimes it's like the art that we do, the work that we do, it's worth, I mean, it's just, you guys are amazing, for all those who have been watching my channel for so long. You know, I've been actually doing YouTube really seriously since 2018, right? I've had my YouTube channel since 2007, which is a super long time. That was after the birth of my second child, and for the birth of our third children. All right, and so I've had YouTube for a long time, and so I've never really used it for monetization, because I mean, it took a long time to get monetized. It was my cousin. He was actually one who he does his own YouTube channel, and so I'd give a shout out to him, but he doesn't. He wants to not be known, so I can't. So I'll just tell you, one of my cousins, he actually has a YouTube channel. He said to me, Greg, you need to get monetized on YouTube, and you need to do this stuff. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hard work, the heavy lifting. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. So what I did was that we actually started watching, playing the game God of War. Back in the day, we started playing the game God of War from the PlayStation 3. God of War 1, 2, and 3. Not the new one with on PlayStation 4, but the one from that became 4 and 5. But the one where he was like the Greek dude, Kratos. And I look back at that, and I played the game, and I just realized that game was when I got to the third level or third game, I was like, I didn't like Kratos anymore. I really didn't like him to begin with. I thought it was kind of interesting, the whole Greek system. He's fighting and destroying all the Greek gods. That was kind of interesting. But for the most part, though, he started doing some really not so good things. And because he's doing not so good things, he was one of those people that you just are like, dude, I can't like this character. The game in part where I was like, you know what, I actually stopped. I never finished the third game. So if you ever watched all the videos of me playing through the game, I have a lot of commentary on Mel talking and stuff like that. It's kind of like a Twitch kind of thing, but it's not really Twitch. So what ends up happening is I'm just kind of like I was talking and talking and talking, and then I realized, she says, you know what, I can't keep playing this game anymore. It's just really not a good. It's not a good testimony. It's not a good anything for this game. This game is just like a real bad game. Like, he's a bad character. He had no love for anybody. He was actually killing all his friends. And I was like, I just no, I can't win this game. So anyway, what happens is like, this is the thing here, almost to the point of making the whole person. So you see right there, you watched me do this, and I actually made a whole person while you're sitting there watching and talking to me. I'm talking to you. And so what happens, like, this is not complete. By no means is this complete. The person, when it gets complete, is going to be really complete. Like, almost like, let's see, my son makes Spider-Man, right? So he does Spider-Man. So I have a couple of Spider-Man here. So he does Spider-Man. This is the one my son makes. He makes the Spider-Man. Right, so this is kind of one of those things with our tabletoppers. When we go to our tabletop, we have this here to one of his Spider-Man. So you see the work that he does on that. So I make people too. And the people I make are very detailed. Okay, I have this little character here, right? Little character, I call this one I call Erica. And what happens is she's all painted and stuff like that. She has like a little face paint, and so it's like that. But for the most part, though, she's like she is made completely. She has a whole body, right? And she rides a dinosaur, which dinosaur here. I have it here. She rides one of the Diplocoluses. She's a Diplocolus rider. So here's her suit and her armor. She's a Diplocolus rider. Make sure this goes up a little bit here, like that. So she rides the Diplocolus, and she tells the story. But the story is too long to tell right now. But I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just going to show you that some of the stuff that I'm able to make. So this is her hair, by the way, is braided. So it's not just like just random hair. Her hair is actually braided with I call it box braid. I think box braid, kind of braid. Anyway, so that's the one there. Yeah. So we make. Okay. So when I say this isn't complete, this is not fully completed yet. This is like, we went to this place, right? This tiger place, right? And like they're doing kung fu or karate, tiger karate type place. And I was making this little like figurine for them. I never finished it, I never finished this thing. So I thought maybe I would just do that. But he's here. He got like fingers, 5 fingers, 3 fingers. He's like hello, and 5 fingers there. And I never finished up his feet, never finished his body. But he's got like some of a stance to him. He's got like, yeah, I'm gonna get you, gonna get you. But he had clearly the lion or the tiger like type face to him. He's not finished, but he will be at some point. Back to my dinosaur. I can't just like give you too many details about stuff. Just kind of like show you. Here's a person that I was working on. I never got a chance to finish her, but she's like here's a person. Can't show you the front, but here just kind of can show you. It's a person that she needs a lot of work, so she needs work. This is not, I like to make fresh things, so whenever I make a thing, it's fresh, a fresh new birthday cake, as opposed to making that one that's already been rehashed. But nevertheless, my friends, it's 49 minutes. I've been going for 40 minutes. I'm just gonna give a little bit more meat and potatoes to this person, and then from there I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night with our, what time is it? It's 12:30, and start getting ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I have the art thing to do as well as anniversary, so gotta work on all the cool anniversary stuff, So yes, this is the work there. This is the situation we're doing there. Just go ahead and do that. Again, folks, I want to thank you all so much for watching my channel. This is like you guys just by watching give me so much hope, and you give me so much like encouragement because you're just there at watching. You should definitely give me a thumbs up in the chat. That would be great. Thumbs up on the, I like that. That helps us out too much. The algorithm, get our stuff out there. People can see that we're actually real people who do real art. And also if you can meet us out there and give us commissions or give us work or even school, we could come and teach your school. One of the things I have, many times people come to me, because a lot of teachers come to us and they say, oh, we want you to come and teach our school, and they just fall off the edge. I never see what happens, but I like it when they actually fulfill that and they complete it, because that's kind of like, okay, that's it. You make a promise to somebody, fulfill it. If you can't fulfill it, at least tell them that you can't fulfill it, but don't leave a person just dangling and then just wondering like, what's going to happen now, kind of thing, and you don't get ever the closure that you need. I'm gonna show you a fish monster real quick. Let me show you one of the fish monsters. This one's one of my famous ones. This one here is Jaro. Hello, I am Jaro. This is Jaro the fish monster, right? This also here is Jimba. And Jimbo's she's like a triggerfish. She's a triggerfish, right? With a triggerfish painting, right? And this one here is Jimba, and he's like a hatchet fish with the painting as well. But he's like a I call him a chupacabras, because what happened to the goat suckers, but they have like the hands and they got the little feet and all that. So this is like the chupacabras, all made in masking tape fish monsters. And the one that people love the best, people love him, which is called this one here. This is Japa. Yes, but Japa from the Bible. He's like a goldfish monster, goldfish chupacabra. Right, there goes Japa chupacabra. You know how many kind of people want to be actually to buy him off the table? There's certain art pieces I don't sell because some of them are so unique. This one I made this one, right? And he was like from a childhood memory that I had, because there's a book called Childcraft, and in that book of Childcraft there's actually a fish monster, and where they come and they talk to the people. I think it's like Dagon or something like that. But anyway, so it's a fish monster, and he's Japa. And this is Jimba, and so she's a fish. She got like fish, the full fish things, but she's also got hands. So you got the hands and the feet and the fish things. Here's that, and pretty much this one here is Sambo. This is Sambo. He's like a lionfish. Sambo the lionfish. So he's like, see how beautiful he is. He's got this big old tail. Sambo. So that right here. Okay, my battery's about to run out on my phone, but this is it's been a long day, folks. It really has. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna work on this anymore. I'm actually gonna call it quits at this point, because I can complete this and you can see me do this, but definitely please check into my whole membership channel as well as my Patreon. My Patreon is Patreon One Life Must Art. Also, my Instagram is One Life Must Art too. So definitely, I just want you to look at this, because to show you that this is the size of what I'm going to make in a few days. So you'll see the completed work on my Instagram, right? So you'll see that, or if you don't see it there, you'll see it on my Patreon or my members channel. So I want to say thank you, folks, for tuning in and watching my channel. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. So I want to say thank you so much. God bless you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and tell your friends about me. I'm a mass tape sculpting artist. I can take this and turn it into this. But this is my son, so my son does this. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Have a good night.